How's it going, everyone? My name is Jake with Trade Confident.io. Thanks so much for joining me in today's Bitcoin video. It's going to be a really good one. Now, those of you that have been with us for a while know that I usually either cover Bitcoin metrics or the Bitcoin charts. But in today's video, I'm actually going to be covering both, doing an entire analysis, a full analysis of all the data that Trade Confident has to offer. Stay tuned for that, but first a couple of announcements for our members. First off, it's New Member Monday. Thank you so much to Noah, Isaac, Evan, Alexander, Jeff, Marion, Akshay, Jing, Duke, Terry, Natine, and Damien. Apologies if I mispronounced any of those names, and we're thrilled to have you as part of the Trade Confident family. Now, all of you new members there have access to a brand new trade setup. We just posted a potential quality trade setup. Take a look at the link below. This puts us at 13 active trades, and currently we are 72 wins with 0 losses. Last announcement, members are also going to have access to tomorrow's future forecast. Travis is going to show you a chart that compares the price action leading up to the last 3 halving events and looking at exactly what could be coming for the price of Bitcoin and the altcoins. One scenario is extremely bullish, the other is extremely bearish. We'll then take trades based on this data and set ourselves up for the most profit in the next coming months. This is the closest data we have to forecasting what could be coming in the next 6 months, so you do not want to miss this. Make sure you have a full access membership to enjoy the video coming out tomorrow. With that, there is a little bit of economic news I want to talk to everybody about. $17.4 billion in US Treasuries dumped by BRICS nations China, Brazil, and Saudi Arabia in 1 month. Founding BRICS members China and Brazil, along with newcomer Saudi Arabia, are quietly unloading their US Treasury holdings. New numbers from the US Treasury Department showed China's ownership of Treasury securities dropped from $835.4 billion at the start of July to $821 billion at the end of the month, a decline of $13.6 billion. Meanwhile, fellow BRICS members Brazil pared its treasury holdings by $2.7 billion in the same time frame, and Saudi Arabia trimmed its holdings from $1.08 billion to $109 billion. I think that might be a typo. I think that's supposed to be switched around, but overall it trimmed for $1.1 billion worth of reduction. From these two numbers right here, it looks like India trimmed by about $2 billion, and the United Arab Emirates trimmed about $300 million from their holdings. Adam Kobesi, founder of the editor-in-chief of the Kobesi Letter, says the sell-off is now impossible to ignore. Since their peak roughly a decade ago, China has unloaded nearly $500 billion worth of US Treasuries. Why is China selling US Treasuries so aggressively? One answer is a potential slowdown of their economy. Another is that this could be part of a broader strategic shift. Regardless, this is a trend you can't ignore. Personally, I think it could be both of these options. A bond market sell-off and a rapid rise in treasury yields has triggered financial chaos in the recent days and weeks, as we've seen in both the stock and crypto markets. On Friday, a stronger than expected jobs report added more fuel to the flame, with 10-year yield touching a high of 4.85%, as the 30-year crossed 5%. According to the CME's FedWatch tracker, 72.9% of investors believe the Fed will keep interest rates where they are next month, while 27.1% believe the Fed will further increase rates by another 25 basis points, and if they increase the basis points, this will be very bearish, along with the rest of the data in this article. Thanks to the Daily Huddle for this data. I think it's going to be crucial as we move forward. A lot of this, honestly, is really bearish, especially if the trends continue. With that, let's head into the crypto metrics. We're going to scroll down to Bitcoin. The first metric we're going to take a look at is the Bitcoin Emotional Index. Now I'm going to shoot through these really quick. Right here, we're seeing an excited reading from Bitcoin. This is very bearish. You can see right here, excited reading, move down, excited reading, move down. It happens very consistently. So even though the reading has dropped, we are still in excited territory as we've trended within this small channel pattern. As I've talked about multiple times through the last week, this tells me as we're testing structure support, this could actually be the point of breakout. Speaking of breakout, we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin Volatility Breakout Detector. Whenever you see these green bars drop below the breakout zone here, this is where you can expect some significant volatility in the market. It happens over and over again. It won't tell you the direction, only that big moves are incoming, and it looks like volatility is drastically reducing. So if we get a reading in the breakout zone within the next couple of candles, this could signal the next move outside of this channel pattern. Based on our current data, things are looking a little bit more bearish as we move down to the Bitcoin Whale Smart Money metric. There is still a lot of short trade sentiment that has yet to actually play out on the Bitcoin whale smart money metric. Where whale money goes, the price is likely to go too, so if whales continue shorting the market, this is only likely to drop it. Next, need to be paying attention to the Bitcoin major support and resistance levels. We were not able to surpass $28,477 as our structural resistance and are now dropping further down with a possible massive move to a maximum, I think, of $24,900, right around the $25,000 mark. However, I think there is a closer structure support we need to pay attention to, and I'll let you know about that when we get to the live data. Moving on now to the Bitcoin long versus short trades charts. Bitcoin saw a small dip in short trades that resulted in a crazy move up, but short trades have begun moving back up. If this continues and short trades either continue rising or we see even the slightest dip in long trades, the scale on this is actually massive, so even small moves are crazy. If we see either of those, I think it's going to drop Bitcoin like crazy. And the opposite is true in the opposite direction. If we see long trades move up or short trades drop, it should push the price up, but I would say this is very, very unlikely. Last but not least is the Bitcoin trade signals chart. We recently got a sell signal that has yet to fully play out. We did get a little bit of a move down there, but not as much as we were expecting. I think we could still see significant moves back to the downside. Now, if you want to get access to all of this market data, these metrics updated every single day at 8 a.m. Pacific time, if you want to get access to the future forecast video coming up, if you want to get access to the trade setups with a brand new trade posted today, we're currently 72 wins, 0 losses. You can snag all this and more with the membership at the links in the description down below. It's also going to get you massive discounts, exclusive membership discounts on these indicators that we're about to use right now. With that, let's dive into the Bitcoin live data. We're looking at the TC top and bottom finder, price versus well money flow, and trades in favor on Bitcoin on the 1-day time frame. I talked about this last week, but we're actively trading between two structures, creating a horizontal channel pattern, trading between $28,184 and $27,216. We have yet to break out of this, but as I talked about earlier in the metrics, the breakout detector here is showing a drastic drop in volatility, which is expected after a bunch of distribution in the market. Distribution happens after people sell off and begin accumulating at the same level, at the same rate. Very, very typical after big moves in the market. But after distribution, after low volatility becomes insane moves. And right now we're seeing price versus well money flow high with whale money moving out of the market. We're seeing trades in favor high with a 71% chance of a drop. And after receiving a somewhat unresolved sell signal, these three should combine to see pretty significant moves to the downside. And my personal worst case scenario is that we're going to drop from our current structure support down to structure support at $25,810 with the possibility of actually intersecting this descending structure, what is now support but used to be resistance. And this would end up around October 12th. Honestly, I think this is a little bit optimistic, or not optimistic, but I think this is a little bit of an intense prediction. I don't think we're going to drop that quickly at this point. I think it would be a little bit more of a gradual drop unless something like back here happened in mid-August. Again, though, I think that's somewhat unlikely. I think it's going to be a more gradual drop. I don't know if it'll intersect exactly, but it should be pretty close. Currently, my prediction is $25,800 within the next couple of weeks through the end of October. Just to give a little bit of a larger outlook on what's going on, we're now on the 1-week time frame. Price versus well money flow is high. Trades in favor is just about to push into the short trade zone with a 76% chance of a drop. This is very, very bullish on the 1-week time frame. So both the 1 week and the 1 day are looking at moves down, and that's why $25,810 is my current target. If you want to stay updated, you're going to want to snag these indicators. I'll show you how in just a second with a full $550 discount waiting for you. Don't miss out. First step is to check the links in the description down below. You're going to go ahead and scroll down, click more. Now the membership is the very first link. I told you about that earlier. You're going to need that for the maximum discount. Once you sign up for the membership and get access to all the crazy money-making benefits, click Get Indicators, the second link here, and it'll bring you to our indicator page. Now, members get a massive $150 off the Pro Indicator Pack. This is going to include the trades in favor, breakout detector, color-changing support and resistance lines, price versus well money flow, and trend dashboard. You saw me use most of the indicators in this video, and after you purchase a Pro Indicator Pack, it's going to include a $400 discount for the TC top and bottom finder here. Sign up for a membership to get that massive $150 discount. It's significantly cheaper to purchase a membership first. Click access coupon code, write that down, then go to Pro Indicator Pack. Scroll down and click I want this, enter the membership discount code, and then fill out your information. Click pay, and it's going to offer you, once again, the TC top and bottom finder for $400 off, and between that and the membership discount, that is a full $550 off. Click add to cart, follow the prompts, and we are so excited to trade with you soon. With that, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Trade safe, trade confident. We'll will see you in the membership with the future forecast video coming out and on the charts as we continue moving forward in this crazy crypto market.